how to implement Kubernetes in the right place. Let me start with a simple idea. Kubernetes is not something you adopt everywhere. I'm Luca Berton, co-author of Kubernetes Recipes, and I help organizations turn cloud-native complexity into practical platform decisions that create business value. That's one of the biggest mistakes I still see. Companies start with technology. They ask, should we adopt Kubernetes? But that is not the right question. The right question is, where does Kubernetes actually create an advantage for our business? Because Kubernetes is not a trophy, it is not a checkbox, and it is definitely not something you roll out just to look modern. It creates value in specific situations. It makes sense when you need consistency across environments, when you want stronger standardization, when you need better scaling, resilience, and operational control. And it becomes especially powerful when you are dealing with hybrid environments, regulated workloads, multiple product teams, or modern AI and data-intensive applications. But here's the other side of the story. Kubernetes is not automatically the right answer for every workload. If your applications are simple, if your teams are still early in operational maturity, or if managed services already solve the problem well, then adding Kubernetes can create more complexity than value. That is why I like the recipe mindset from the book. Kubernetes is not one decision, it is a series of practical choices: developer experience, scalability, security, observability, storage, networking, hybrid deployment, governance. All of that matters. So, for a CTO, the real question is not how do I implement Kubernetes? It is where should I implement Kubernetes and where should I not? That changes the conversation completely. Now you're thinking in terms of portfolio and business value. Which workloads really need portability? Which teams benefit from self-service? Which systems justify stronger resilience and policy control? Which future AI workloads need a scalable execution layer? And which workloads should stay exactly where they are? Before a big rollout, I would make 4 decisions. First, define the value case by workload. Second, choose the operating model. Third, decide the right placement: cloud, on-prem, edge, or hybrid. Fourth, design day 2 operations from the beginning, because that is where success or failure actually happens. The companies that get Kubernetes right are not the one moving fastest. They are the one moving with discipline. They use it where it creates speed, resilience, and flexibility. And they avoid just using it where it just adds overload. That is also why KubeCon matters. For me, KubeCon is not just a technical event. It is where you see how the ecosystem is solving the real-world questions: platform design, observability, security, automation, AI workloads, and business value. So if Kubernetes is on your roadmap, come find me at KubeCon. Let's talk about where Kubernetes belongs in your architecture, where it does not, and how to make that decision with a lot more clarity.